What is going on, everybody? My name is Nico, and welcome back to another Series 8 VGC Climb video. Here is the new team we're running. I talked about this team the other day in my Pokemon Showdown breakdown. Features Ludicolo, which is just a lot of fun to use. It is just a freaking blast because this Pokemon is super strong and not used all that often. And Kyogre just makes it really good with its Swift Swim ability. So really fun team here to use. You guys will notice, however, I've been playing a lot off camera, and it has been atrocious. It has been super bad. But before we get into anything, question of the day, what is your favorite off-meta Pokemon to use? Right now, mine is obviously Ludicolo. I've really wanted to make a Ludicolo team for a while, and the Kyogre getting added to the format just makes it so freaking easy. But what is your guys' favorite off-meta Pokemon? Something you don't see too often. But yeah, I've been playing off stream, and if you look right here, you can see I'm like 16 and 18. I'm still not even back to Master Ball, and it's been bad. It's been a rough start to my season, and I've had to do a lot of evaluating, like, what have I been doing wrong to get so set back to what I like. It only took me like 30 games to hit Master Ball last series, and it's just a lot of things. I wanted to rush to get back to Master Ball, so I could, you know, just be in Master Ball again. I was rushing that, so I wasn't thinking through a lot of my stuff. And then there's the things of, like, right now, and it's an excuse, yes, but it's kind of a valid one. This is my first game playing VGC, so I don't know a lot of the movesets on a lot of these older legendary Pokemon. So this series is a lot of learning for me in terms of, like, how to actually utilize a lot of these old restricted Pokemon, which I'm really happy they did the 1 restricted Pokemon format before they went into the 2 restricted Pokemon format, because I've got 3 months to figure out these legendaries, and then I have probably the next series will be actually, you know, kind of playing with multiple restricted Pokemon. So looking at this team here, the Pheromosa is interesting. That could be problematic. Lapras could be weird. It's a really weird team. Incineroar definitely has to come to this party. It's really good against Kartana and Pheromosa. So I definitely know I have to bring Incineroar to this party. I think Kyogre. I don't dislike the Kyogre Ludicolo lead here. I don't hate it, because it's strong against the Lapras. It knocks out Pheromosa. I think that definitely has to be the way to go. And then it just comes down to if I want to bring Metagross or Landorus. Either way, it's not the best for either of these Pokemon. Metagross gets hit really hard by Reshiram. Landorus might be the better bring just to this particular matchup. Yeah, we're going to go Landorus. Let's do it. I doubt that Tornadus is Defiant. If it is, that could be problematic, because we did bring 2 Intimidate Pokemon. However, it's usually Prankster for Tailwind setups, so that's what I'm assuming it is. If not, we could be in bad shape. Alright, Lapras and Tornadus. So it's a Water Absorb. Oh, how do I want to proceed here? Because they're definitely Dynamaxing Lapras. I think we just go for a knockout on... Do I need to Dynamax? I feel like I almost have to Dynamax to take the damage from the Lapras here. They could be going for a Thunder. You know what? Let's play really passively here. Let's protect Kyogre and go for a Hailstorm onto the Tornadus. If it's sashed, then we will knock it out with the Hail, and we'll be golden. And if they don't go for the Dynamax here, I think we're also still in really good shape to handle that Lapras next turn, because we should outspeed it with both Pokemon, honestly. I'm pretty sure Kyogre's faster than Lapras. Do they go for the Dynamax? They do. That's what I figured would happen. So they could go Max Thunder. They may just try to set up their screens, which is a possibility here with Resonance. I would almost think if it's like Life Orb, they just try to knock out Kyogre though. Tornadus is going to protect. Okay. That's unfortunate because that way we did just remove our own rain, which kind of sucks, but we can still play around this pretty easily. Let's see what they decide to do with Lapras. They go for the Resonance into Ludicolo. Yeah. We take that hit. They definitely go for the Tailwind this turn. The one plus side to this is we removed the rain, and although it does hurt our Ludicolo a little bit, it does mean that Tornadus can't just land a Hurricane. So I think we just double into Lapras here to be safe, because we do need to get rid of that Lapras because of the backline that we brought here. They're going to go for the Max Lightning into Kyogre. I take that hit. That's good. That's really good. I was a little worried they were going to go to Ludicolo again, honestly. We need to hit the Thunder. That's the big thing. We do land the Thunder. That's huge. And do we knock this out with Ludicolo? It's a weakness policy. Ugh. I'm a little surprised by that. I haven't seen weakness policy Lapras too much. It's usually Life Orb. I guess I should have been paying more attention. Oh, that's not going to knock it out. Ugh, that puts us in a really tough spot. Very, very tough spot. Yeah, I was not expecting the weakness policy. I should have been paying more attention to see if it was Life Orb or weakness policy, because that really, really puts us in a weird position. So now, I gotta think. Do we wait out? How many turns of Tailwind do they have? 3 more turns of Tailwind. Oh, is it a double protect? I don't know. See, if they go into... I think I need to Geyser to reset the rain, for sure. To try and give myself the opportunity to outspeed Lapras. Oh, that's not good. That means Lapras probably went into Ludicolo here. Yep, they're going to go for a Resonance. Do I survive this hit? No. Yeah, this puts us in a really, really awkward position. Maybe double protecting there was definitely the play. I just don't know. Okay, I think we need to bring Incineroar out. I don't know if I can eat this hit on Incineroar from a Lapras. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fake out Lapras and hopefully knock out Tornadus this turn. That's unfortunate. Do they double protect this turn? Nope, they don't. I should have gone into Lapras. It's just a really, really interesting game. Really, it was just what this came down to, being in the position that I'm in, was just a lack of paying attention to what item was used on the Lapras. Alright, what do we got? Let's see here. You got one more turn of Tailwind? Yeah. Protect. Parting Shot. I think this is our only safe play. My guess, yeah, they go for another Air Slash. Go for the Hydro Pump. They do land it. That's so unfortunate that they couldn't miss that for me. Because they may knock out Incineroar. Yeah, they do. This game is probably a loss. I don't think there's any real way I recover from this. Alright, so we bring out Landorus. The Metagross probably would have been the better bring in this situation. Let's see what happens. They're going to use Tailwind. They're probably... Hopefully they miss Hydro Pump. Oh, they probably have an Ice move, now that I think about it. Yeah, there's Ice Beam. Yep. That is game. That is just a tough start. Tough start to the day. And we miss... Okay. So yeah, we just needed to play smarter. I definitely was not paying attention to the item on the Lapras, and as a result, I was severely punished for it. So that's what you get when you just don't pay enough attention. Honestly, it was good that we went into Tornadus turn 1. Because otherwise, if I would have went into the Lapras turn 1, we would have just activated its weakness policy. So all we had to do differently there was just not activate the weakness policy, and I think that was a pretty easy cleanup. We'll go ahead and keep battling. Like I said, it's been a very rough start to this season just because I feel like I am very much so rushing my battles and not thinking through everything or paying enough attention. Like, I just want to get back to Master Ball, so I'm not thinking while I play. And you can definitely tell it by the win-loss ratio there. Which is weird, because, like, I did those battles on Pokemon Showdown, and I won every single one of those. It's just weird translating Showdown to the actual game. Alright, so looking at this... what am I thinking? Because they're definitely thinking that they're bringing... I can't imagine they bring Kyogre. Right? They don't bring their own Kyogre here, surely. Okay, let's do this, actually. Let's go Landorus in the back. We don't want Metagross here, because Metagross is going to get mollywopped by Moltres if they decide to bring it. I think this is our bring. Same as last game. So my thought is, if they lead with Regieleki, all I do is switch into Landorus. No problem. That's my thought. And if they lead for a Tailwind, then we're good to just protect Kyogre and knock out their Kyogre. Let's see what they lead. They do go for this lead. Okay. I'm not super concerned about the Tornadus. That's the thing. I'm really not. We're going to go for a Protect here. And I just imagine they go for Thunder. Do I really need to Dynamax turn 1? I don't think so. I think we just go for Energy Ball and preserve a turn of Dynamax for a future turn. Because they definitely go for Tailwind here. They might just protect their own Kyogre. There's my Protect. Let's see if they decide to protect or not. They use Tailwind. I'd imagine they go for Thunder. Yep. 9 times out of 10 when they lead this, that's what happens. Big chunk there. Their Water Spout's pretty much null and void at that point. So now what we can do is we swap Landorus in here. And we go for... Am I worried about Tornadus? Let's go ahead and Dynamax. Because if they go for Thunder again, no problem. And I think I should be able to take a Water Spout here, considering how low its HP is and the fact that I'm Assault Vested. I think that's the big thing there. So I go for the Dynamax here and I remove the Rain from the equation. And if everything goes according to plan, we open up the Sash on Tornadus, and then Kyogre will go ahead and Thunder into Landorus. We don't take damage to Thunder. Yep, there we go. They are going to hit a Hurricane, so I definitely needed to Dynamax to survive that. So that's pretty big. Yep, there we go. So we took a huge hit there. Huge hit. Moltres comes into the fold. I think our best play is to just go for a Max Guard and try to rotate Landorus here. They're going to Dynamax, so they're probably going for a Max Airstream into Ludicolo. I'm not sure if my U-turn is going to be enough to take care of the Kyogre. I probably should have just rotated it into Incineroar because they're probably going to use Ice Beam, so that was probably a bad play on my part. Got greedy going for the extra damage here. Unless they doubled Ludicolo, which I very seriously doubt. They use Origin Pulse. Interesting. Miss. 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 They aren't going to miss. That sucks. Ooh, we held on. That is a little surprising we managed to hold on to that. Do we knock it out? Oh, we're super close. Alright, so now it becomes a question of what's next. Kyogre's hit by Hail. That's really good because that knocks that out for me. What did they bring in the back? We just gotta avoid activating a weakness policy here. Ooh, now the question becomes, do they have weakness policy on... do they have weakness policy on Moltres, or do they have it on Metagross? I think based on what we have in our backline, I want to know how much we have left on Tailwind. One turn? Okay. So based on what we have in the backline, I feel pretty safe here just going for a hit into Metagross. On Ludicolo, we're probably not going to be able to actually get the hit off. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that was not into the Pokemon I thought it would be. That's very interesting to me. So they get my berry up. I'm very confused by this turn that they just had. Metagross flinches. And we get a big hit on Metagross. That's super confusing to me. Okay. Tailwind Feeder's out. That's huge. I still don't think we outspeed. So I think what we need to do, honestly, is rotate Landorus back in and sack Landorus. That might be our best play. Because they do have a +1 speed on... And it's not worth protecting, so I think we just do the exact same thing. Incineroar come back. We're going to go ahead and throw Landorus out and sack Landorus. And with any luck in the rain, I might still outspeed. Metagross protects. Okay. It all comes down to what the big bad bird decided to knock out here. They go for an Airstream into who? Landorus. Okay. That works out. They got to speed up here. So the Metagross is definitely the one that's Life Orbed. I think safely we just bring Incineroar back out. Fake out. And then knock out Metagross. The question is, does Ludicolo outspeed it in the rain with it having +2 speed? I would imagine so. I would think it does. But I'm not entirely sure. We're going to try it. We go for the fake out here. Moltres can't do jack. Does Ludicolo outspeed? It does. I figured it would. Against a Metagross, I figured that would be the case. So now we're in a really strong position to finish this game out here. Bringing back out Kyogre. We Flare Blitz here, and we go for probably Thunder. We know it's Life Orbed. And they just give us the battle. Okay. Yeah, that one we definitely thought out and played a whole lot better than the first one. That is for sure. Absolute certain that that was the case. But we'll play one more. Show the team off again, and I will be doing this team probably in a future one very soon. I am working on more teams on Showdown. So there will be a lot more teams being featured. I'm going to try and do a fair chunk more teams this series than last. Alrighty. Looking here. What are their teams looking like? So the Lapras is likely going to be a pain. Probably Water Absorb. That's a pretty safe bet. Again, we just got to watch for that weakness policy that we didn't the first time around. So I'm kind of thinking Ludicolo again and Kyogre just looks like a very solid lead. Metagross isn't looking awful. Really, their team's pretty strong against mine, because like if I bring Incineroar, Lapras handles that pretty well, but I think Incineroar is going to be a safer bring, because it could likely take a hit from Lapras. And then comes down to Metagross or Landorus. We could bring Whimsicott. I don't know. I think, honestly, a Whimsicott lead might have been good here, because then I could just rotate Whimsicott out and save a Moonblast for that possible Urshifu. That was definitely a possibility. Let's see what they lead. They go for Lapras and Clefairy. Not very surprised by that. The question becomes how I want to proceed with the Clefairy. I feel like they definitely go target into Ludicolo, so if we just go for a Water Spout here, we'll knock out Clefairy. Alright, let's do that. Because they definitely Dynamax here, just like we do. And I don't know if Ludicolo survives the hit without the Dynamax. I haven't done enough calculation yet for that. So I definitely want to have the Dynamax just to secure it. I think this was honestly the safest move. We could have gone for an Ice Beam. In the off chance that we one-hit Clefairy. I don't think it happens. But if we do, in the off chance, like get a crit and one-hit the Clefairy, we could have used Ice Beam instead to then be able to at least do chip damage to the Lapras. That might have been the better play. Well, they use Helping Hand. Interesting. I'm still not mad at my decision. They might just go for a Thunder here into Kyogre. We do. Okay. So I definitely should have used Ice Beam. Because right there, that's exactly why. Because it's Water Spouted. Do they go for a Max Lightning? No, they don't. Okay. They go into Ludicolo. Do I survive this hit? I do. I figured that would be the case. So yeah, definitely should have used Ice Beam, but we didn't lose Kyogre. I was very worried with the Helping Hand that they were going for a Max Lightning. And that could have been more problematic. But because they went to Ludicolo, we take the hit. Problem solved. Really, we can pretty much just wait out. Alright, so they're definitely not knocking me out with the they're not knocking me out with a Grassy Glide here. We definitely have to protect. Just trying to think. And Lapras is Life Orbed. That's good to know. We need to just protect. What I should have done, and I realized this a little later, I should have gone for a Max Lightning to take away the terrain. If I went for a Max Lightning there, I remove... Oh, okay. So they protect. That's a good call on their part. We go for the Hailstorm. We are going to get a little bit of damage off here on the Rillaboom. But if we went into Max Lightning, knowing that the Lapras is Life Orbed, we could have done a fair chunk to the Lapras. And then we would have reset the terrain, so we would have been able to attack with Kyogre first next turn. The question is, does Resonance knock me out? I thought maybe I might hold on there. Sadly, it was not the case. Alright, so now we gotta think, how do we proceed? Because once again, we're just in a rough spot with our backline Pokemon here. So I think what we need to do, because they're definitely targeting Incineroar here, I think we have to go for the Rillaboom. And we'll swap in the Landorus. Because we can take a Grassy Glide on Landorus. They withdraw Rillaboom, okay. And they go for Urshifu. I'm fine with that too. Because then we get a big hit on to Urshifu. As long as we survive. That's the thing. Can Incineroar survive this with a Life Orb? No. Okay. That is very problematic. Lapras is proving to be the biggest complication with this team. Alright, so we kind of almost have to go for a Thunder here. We gotta think. Because Urshifu pretty much one-shots everything. I think what we have to do is Water Spout here. I can't Water Spout because if I Water Spout, then yeah, this is just kind of a screwy end to this game. Wicked Blow. Who's this into? Into Landorus. We take that hit. I'll take that. Do we knock out the Lapras here is the question. Nope. They're going to repeat it. Yeah, we're definitely in Wicked Blow territory now. This game's just over. So what could I have done differently? That's the big thing. What could I have done differently? I could have Tailwind. Would that have won me the game? Or I could have even led Metagross. Maybe leading Metagross into Lapras is the move with this team. So we definitely just give them this win. But I think leading Metagross into Lapras might be the play. Because that knocks out the Clefairy. That might be the only way we actually win that, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, so we definitely didn't get to show off this team to the best of its ability today. But there will be more videos featuring this team in the future. Like I said, I've been on a rough spell at the start of this series. It's been a real tough one for me, but I'm persevering and I'm staying strong. So there will be more of this team and more future teams coming up. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hope you found it entertaining despite me getting my ass kicked quite a bit. And check out the Discord people over there playing Pokemon. Check out Twitch, TikTok, all that fun stuff. If you're interested in keeping up with me, this channel's stream, or anything like that. If you like Pokemon stuff, check me out on all my stuff. But that is going to be it for this one. Hope to see you all in the next one.